Hello, my friends. What a pleasure to be back with you again. To share with you my vinyl records that I just got. Went on a little journey to Houston. I went to Houston Uptown, went to places like Cactus Music Record Ranch, Vinyl Edge. I went to Sigs Lagoon Record Shop. I went to south of Pasadena, went to Sweet Spot Audio. Also went to another one called Vinyl Heaven and some antique, kind of like antique malls. Got some really good prices there. So parts 1 and parts 2 is going to be the next 2 videos. I'm going to make another trip to Houston. There's some other sites I want to go to and see if they got some of those records I've been looking for a long time on my want list. So without further ado, I'm excited about showing you the first set of records. The name of the record store is called Sweet Spot Audio, and it's actually south of Pasadena in Webster. So if you ever go by that area, go down the old Galveston Road, go see Bart. He's the owner of Sweet Spot Audio. Real nice guy, got some good records. So I go in his record store. I was so pressed for time, which I'm down there for business, and I got like an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes at the most. So I was looking around, and he said, "What you looking for?" And I had my want list with me, and one of the records, which I really want the original, and I seen he had the repress in there, and he told me he had it, and I said, "I want the original." He says, "I got it on the wall." So here we go. On the wall was Peter Gabriel, the original album from 1980, kind of called The Melting Face, and it's got the amazing song Games Without Frontiers on it. So I finally got the original pressing. I waited a long time. I could have bought the brand new one, but I was just holding out to get the original because the originals mean more to me. Okay, another original. I got a 45 from the same record store, and I was looking for the 12-inch single, which is really rare. It's so hard to find. So I went ahead and got it. Here we go with In Excess. This is Don't Change. And this came out in 82. And this is a promo. And as you can see, there's the Sweet Audio sticker that's on the package right there. So yeah, it's near mint condition, flat. Sounds great. It's got a mono and stereo versions on there. So very, very unexpected to find this one in the music store. Went to the, I guess, the bargain bin, so like $1.99. I pulled this one. It's a freestyle. This is Summer Girls by Dino. This is off of LD Records. And doing a little research, I have 3 different actual jackets, and I got different record labels for Dino. One of them is called Mainframe, which is the second pressing. This is actually the first pressing on LD Records. The last one is 4th and Broadway, Dino Summer Girls. So they actually had 3 different companies that put out this record. So, and I also got the 12-inch LP to go with it. And I also got the CD. So I got the CD, the LP. I even got some 45s too. So very, very good song. And I finally got the original pressing on LD Records. So that was kind of expected. Another song that I like is this guy called Blewis. Name of the song is called Some People, and it's actually the LP. It's got one other song on that that's really good. It's called Imagination, and this one came out in 85. Really special thing about this album right here, I don't know if this is the first album that I have from Spain. It's from Barcelona, Spain. So kind of a special one right there. And it was a little different. I was not familiar with some of the artwork. I wasn't familiar with the back of the record. It's by Parlophone and EMI, but it's made in Spain. So unexpected again. This one was on my want list. Life in One Day, right there by Mr. Howard Jones. And on here it has the remix versions, part 1 and part 2. So that's a good one right there. That's kind of been on my want list for a little while. Let's see where, oh, yeah. I asked the guy, I said, do you have any Romeo Void? He said, wasn't familiar with it. And then I came back the second time. Maybe he got the record in after, but I finally got the LP, Instincts, released in '84. It's a U.S. pressing, and it has a fantastic song, and I got it on 12-inch single. A Girl in Trouble is a Temporary Thing. So there you go. I finally got the LP of Romeo Void. And I wasn't really familiar with this one, but watching all your videos on YouTube and the vinyl community, I decided to pick it up. The price was right, and I was familiar with one song. It's called Altered Images, Pinky Blue, name of the LP. I Could Be Happy is the name of the song that I'm familiar with. And I got so many records, I hadn't had an opportunity, especially to listen to this one yet. So I am working on it. And also just to let the vinyl community know that I am going to make another trip. I will get some more records, and I will have some more videos for you. So good. It's so much fun digging through record stores I've never been to before in my life. And you know, just when you go to a different town, different city, different state, you always try to scope out all the record shops in the area. So that's what I did. The last record that I got from Sweet Spot, this one was on my want list too. And this is Sputnik. This is Success. This came out '88. This is more, I guess, kind of like the acid house, techno, synth pop, little electro in there. So it's got a little flavor of everything inside this record. Let's see. The next record store I went in the city of Houston, and this is called Sigs Lagoon Record Shop. Press for time, again, I only had an hour in there, but I was able to look at a lot of different records, a lot of stuff I already had in my collection. So it's really hard when you have many records, many classic vintage 80s 12-inch singles, club music, and it's really hard to not get those double copies and get something different. Well, I did get a double copy, but I actually got a couple copies that one of them's in sealed condition, and one of them's the original from Belgium. The one from Belgium is the group Telex. It's called Peanuts. I have Peanuts on another record, but it's actually not the original with the picture jacket on there. So I always looked at it. I didn't realize they had this, but I finally got it in my collection, and I always said next time I would see this album cover, I'll go ahead and get it. So there you go with Telex, Peanuts. '87, that one came out. Okay, I got this one already in my collection, but I don't have a sealed copy. I'm a big Egyptian lover collector, so I got this one here, sealed condition. This is dsls, but the big banger song on the back, it's called I Want You. It's got the Pyramix and also the LP version, and that particular one came out in '88. Off to Cactus Music. Wow, Cactus Music Record Ranch. Probably one of the biggest record stores, if not the biggest record store I ever been to. It actually looks like two record stores in one. Had a little bit of time over there. My next visit, I got a strategy because they got some records on Discogs right now I really want to get bad. That's on my want list. Plus, I got some other record bins that I didn't have time to get to. So going to this record shop, I went to just scanning through there, you know, just getting familiar with it, and it had a lady on a turntable. I said, where's your 12-inch singles? She says it's where you walk in to the right side. So I go over there, and what I seen was about 15 bins going across. So it was 15 bins. It was double. It had like, you know, 50, 70, 80 records in one. Then it had like a second level, and it was 15 wide. I'm like, man, this is going to be a lot of records to look through. So I started on the end. I just worked myself to the other side. Had a lot of, they didn't have any freestyle. Yeah, they did have freestyle. They had not much electro, hip hop. They had a lot of synth pop, Italo-disco, some house, and some other stuff that was in there. So I was able to get what I wanted from there, but I was very surprised about how many actual records they had there. So I looked through 1,500 records in an hour and a half, and this is what I came up with. Here's another Blewis song, and this is the 12-inch single of Imagination. I'm gonna take you back. When did that come out? 1985. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back to 1982, and this is more synth pop, kind of Euro disco, Italo disco. Group called Secret Service. Name of the song is Flash in the Night, and it's off the Roulette record label on there. And I think this Roulette record jacket, when I look on the back, it's not the original. It's actually an early one from 76, because I'm reading it on the back. It says disco right there. But really cool cover, kind of caught my attention. And on my want list, I had Flash in the Night. It was actually the pictured cover. But man, the price and the condition of the record, I just couldn't pass it up. So it's cool to have that one in my collection. Okay, finally, the next one is my one I've been looking for, Italo-disco, for a long time. It's been on Discogs, it's been on eBay, it's a lot of money. So I got really lucky with this one, and I actually found this halfway through the bins. So without further ado with this one, here we go with Kano. Here we go with Another Life. This is Italian pressing off of Full Time. 1983 this one came out, and we all know Kano originally came out in 1980, and I got the 12-inch singles, and I got his album that came out. This one's right here is really rare, really hard to get. It's not your average record you find in the record store. So paid a little bit more than the other records for this one. Not too bad at $14.97. You see it's got the Cactus sticker on it. I kind of wish they would have put it on the outside, but I don't know if I can get that off. I might put a little blow dryer on it and see if it'll come off. But oh man, just a really good song. Love this song for a long time. Another Life, really good Italo-disco. Here I pulled out a UK pressing of The Art of Noise. This is Legacy extended version, and this the same thing as Legs. I think they came out in 86. Yep, 86 this came out, and it's got Legs, and it's got the extended version Legacy, which is kind of like Legs. Got some extra beats and samples and sound effects in there. You know how Art of Noise got all that good stuff in there. It's a UK pressing. So I didn't have that one. I got a lot of Art of Noise in my collection, but I didn't have that one. Okay, Italo-disco, or you want to call it Eurodisco, or you want to call it synth-pop. But I really love this group a whole lot, and when I seen it, I snatched it up really fast. Fancy, Lady of Ice. Really, really nice condition. This guy's voice, I just love his vocals in there. It's really good Italo-disco. 85, I think this one came out. Lady of Ice. It wasn't on my want list. I got other fancy 12-inch singles on my want list, and I actually got one. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I'm gonna get it next time when I come back from Houston. But here it is, Lady of Ice, really good song. Just couldn't pass it up. I guess the next one is more, I think Lady of Ice. Let's see. I'm sorry, this is a German pressing. I forgot to tell you that. The next one is a Belgian pressing, and I like this guy's voice a lot. And his name is Rofo, and it's called Flashlight on the Disco Night. I think it came out in the early 80s, I think it was 82, 83, maybe 83 it came out. But it's off of BMC record label, and that's out of Belgium. So really good song. He's got a couple other songs that I like also. I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. Now the next one is a group that changed their names in the mid to late 80s, and then they kept their name in 1991. So this actually came out in 91, and one of my friends from YouTube, he actually showed this record, and I appreciate that because I do watch everybody's videos, classic vinyl collectibles, new wave, all that good stuff. So here we go with Zymox. This is Phoenix of My Heart. Came out in '91. Sounds, it's synth pop, but it's kind of got that, kind of like that techno feel to it. So it was pretty good. Kind of acid house a little bit. It was a little bit different. It doesn't sound like your typical like Patience. It doesn't sound like the early stuff when it was a Clan of Zymox. It's definitely different. They had to change their sound with the early '90s. So yeah, I just couldn't pass it up. I just love the cover, and yeah, thank y'all for showing it on YouTube. I wouldn't discovered it without you. Oh yeah, the next one, when I seen the name, I just love the group because my friend, Classic Vinyl Collectibles, he actually gave me a record by this group, and I got this record on a remix system. But this one right here is the original, Time Will Tell, by the Twins. And this is more, I guess, Italo, synth-pop, Eurodisco. It's kind of got all the elements of that type of music. And it's got the extended version, the maxi version on here. And there's the group. Really, really good song. '87 this one came out. So it's a little bit later. And this is a German pressing. That does it for Cactus music. Another one in Uptown Houston, the Vinyl Edge, I think it's called. This record store was mostly brand new records, 180 gram, all reissues. They didn't have that many used records. They had a bunch of them, thousands of them, that's not priced yet. I know one day it will be. So I was able to walk out of there with a couple records. I walked out there with a sealed record, one that kind of been on and off my want list for a while, and another one I bought pretty much just for the jacket. It was pretty cheap, but I never seen a jacket like that before. Okay, let's start off with the first one. This actually was released in 2007. Here we got The Kings of Electro. This is part A. This is a remix by the Playgroup and Alter Ego. And it has, let's see, names you might know. Give the DJ a Break, Dynamix 2's on here. Model 500, No UFOs. Energized, Report to the Dance Floor. Chris and Cozy's on here. This Is Me. I think it's like a 1981 release. Here's the name of the songs on here if you can see with that glare. And kind of a misconception. If anybody's looking for Mr. and Mrs. Dale, It's You. Really, 1989 that was released. That's very rare. Hard to get these days. This does not sound like the one that you know. This is remixed a little bit too much, so it's not really original. So if you looking for a record and trying to get this album right here, don't get this one because it's not the original at all, because I just want to kind of save you guys some money on that. They got What Is Love by Delight on here. It's pretty good. Vanity 6 Makeup. It's a good song too. I got this one on 12-inch single. Tilt Arcade Funk. It's on there. So yeah, a lot of good songs. Electro. It's got some funk stuff on there. It's got some kind of acid house, regular house music. So it's pretty good. A little techno too, because No UFOs by Model 500. It's more like Juan Atkins, you know, of Cybertron, if you like that type of music. This one right here, I wasn't familiar with this lady. Her name is Viola Wheels. And the name of the song is called Both Sides Now. Kind of like an R&B, kind of soul, maybe a little funk. But the main thing that I bought this record for is this record jacket. I got songs off the Wide Angle label, but I do not have this original Wide Angle jacket. They put out a lot of stuff like some good bass music, some electro, some of that good electro club music on the Wide Angle label, but I never had the jacket before, so I finally got this one in my collection. So yeah, sometimes you go to a record store and you might see some record jackets that you need for your collection. If it doesn't cost that much, it might be worthy to get it. Let's see, what's the next one? Okay, next one is Antique Mall. I went to an Antique Mall. I already knew they was going to have some vinyl records there, but I didn't realize I was going to have that many vinyl records. They had a bunch of them, like popular stuff. They had Culture Club and stuff like that. A lot of popular stuff, but they were marked pretty high, $10, $15, $20. I went through there. They had scratches on it. I was not pleased with it. So I just kept looking. So you know, us diggers looking for those vinyl records, those gems, we just keep on digging until we find it. They actually had some bins in the back. There was only like $1. I'm like, let me just look through that. I didn't think I was going to find anything, but here we go. You will be surprised what I got for $1 a piece. First one is Rihanna Page. This is called Open Your Heart. And this one comes off of Sleeping Bag Records. More freestyle, synth-pop kind of house right there. I think it came out late 80s. So I got this one. I got another song by her. I can't think of what it is right now. So really good shape. I got some bows. I didn't have this in my collection. This is Batman, the original swing. And this is off of Rockwell Records. And as you can tell from the record jacket, anytime you see Rockwell, usually Hot Productions is the parent company. So really good shape. Didn't have in my collection. Well worth it. Next up is a group I do not have in my collection. This is Boys from Brazil. This is Hot Stuff. This is the Mortimer's Dance Hall Remix. And there's the group in the back. Came out 88. Hot Stuff, I think it's more like the Donna Summer Hot Stuff redone by this group right here, Boys from Brazil. I think they had that song called No More World War III, if I'm not mistaken, so I don't have that one. But I'm going to look into it. This one I used to have in my collection a long time ago. This is Can. This is Puss in Boots. These boots are made for walking. Good. I got Can's other song, and I got his CD also, Can. Can't remember the name of the album. I've seen this one. I think it was Classic Vinyl Collectibles might have shown this one, and I seen it. I had to pick it up. This is a Magazine 60, Don Quixote. It's off of Baja record label. It's got the original jacket, really good shape. Haven't listened to it yet, but I will. So I heard it's good. It's a good song, so had to pick it up. So thanks again for showing it. Yeah, I like this one too. I had it on 45 that I bought that I showed on an early video. Got Paul Young. This is I'm Gonna Tear Your Playhouse Down. Came out in 85. There we go. Good song. I like it a lot. Okay, one more song from the Antique Mall. I seen this one in DJ's collection. Didn't really know a lot about it, but I just kind of did a blind buy on it. I don't know if y'all know what it is. This is by Newton, Sky High, and it's got the hype sticker on there, and it came out in 94. I think it's more like, kind of like a dance, like a Euro house or something like that. I'm just not really familiar with. I've seen it before when I'm digging, but I never knew what it sounded like. So there we go with Newton. I got a couple more, 3 more. These next 2 are actually from Discogs I got from a long time ago, and my last one is going to be from eBay. And yeah, I finally got a really, really good song. I haven't been eBay in a while, so yeah, you never know. Okay, from Discogs, I got Ultravox Quartet. And it's got, of course, the really good, amazing song called Reap the Wild Wind. And this particular album came out in 83. And I know Reap the Wild Wind, I got on 12-inch single, and that actually came out in 82. So, again, I like the LP version of this song, Reap the Wild Wind. That's kind of the main thing why I bought the album. But again, when I bought the album, I've discovered more music that's really good by this group right here, Ultravox Quartet. Really good album to have from 83. This next one was a kind of a mistake, but a good mistake, because it was actually worth more money. And the seller accidentally sent it to me because I want the 12-inch single, but I actually got the album. 1982, Walla Voodoo, Call of the West. And of course, it's got Mexican radio on there. And that's the original song that I was looking for, 12-inch single, was Mexican radio. But this was sent by mistake. It was priced higher. I said, I'll keep it. And everybody got positive feedback and everybody was happy. Last one. This was on my want list too. I got it from eBay. Talking Heads. Fear of Music. Really good. Produced by Brian Eno. This is not the original album. This is actually a reissue. This is a German pressing. Came out in '83. The original came out in '79. So let me show it to you. I don't like that sticker on there. I don't know if that's the original sticker. But on here, it's got the song Life During Wartime. It was actually on side 1. So that's the reason that I bought the album, and then the rest of the music's really good. Very unique sound that they have, especially in '79 when it came out. So I finally got another edition, a collectible by the Talking Heads in my collection. So very happy about that. Yeah, a lot of records to show, my friends. I know I'm over 26 minutes right now. I got 2 more huge bags of records, and it's actually going to be on part 2. So I hope you enjoyed this one. It kind of gives you a little introduction of what's about to come. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate everybody's dedication and your comments. Thank you.